Oh, son, what's good, my boy? Today we're going to be talking about something that I wish I heard 4 years ago. And that is the statement, one man's cringe is another man's confidence. I came up with this in my head because I was just like, man, a lot of the shit I do now, I used to find so cringy. I used to sit there in my little black sweat, my little black hoodie in like 100-degree weather because I was too ashamed, too nervous to take it off in school and shit like that because I thought people would be like, oh, he's got tits, he's fat. I don't know. I was just real self-conscious and I had real low self-esteem. And the one thing that I can remember about that time was I found so many things cringe. And the people who I chose to associate with, my friends, we would also point out things that we found very cringe. And looking back, a lot of those things we found cringe were just like normal things. It'd be like the way a musician sings a song. And it's like we found them cringe, but there was enough of an audience to make that motherfucker a millionaire. And that got me thinking, where I was like, I made this realization a while back, but I finally have just decided to make a video about it because I feel like the sentiment is so important. You gotta care about yourself and not other people. If you're sitting there being like, oh, what is this person gonna say about me? What is this person gonna think if I do this or wanna do that? You ain't gonna fucking ever be happy, bruh. A fucking movie or something. The kid that wants to be like an artist and his parent and his dad thinks it's gay and wants him to go to like a college or something. Just like that movie, like the Dead Poet Society. If you lived your life like that, how good would it turn out? You'd probably kill yourself like the kid did in the movie. I mean, you can't live your life through other people's expectations. So if it makes you happy to put a fucking hula hoop around and a ball on top of your head and bounce on one head while you fucking make monkey noises, who cares? It makes you happy. As long as it ain't gonna hurt nobody, then you need to do what makes you feel confident and empowered in yourself. Making these videos, it took me a year of procrastination to realize this ain't shit, bruh. It's honestly, it ain't even that fucking hard. All these people on here are like, oh, it's so hard to make a video a week and all, come up with ideas. Shit, I make a fucking video every day for the past 8 months. People are just pussies. People live their life through other people's expectations and other people's views. When it's like, bro, you gotta do what's inside of you. What calls inside of you to do. One man's cringe, that one thing you might find cringy or whatever, that person is confident and doesn't give a fuck about what you think. That person doesn't give a fuck, he's happy and he's able to do that. And most of the people calling the shit cringe, they aren't able to do that themselves. They just aren't able to do that themselves. It's crazy. I think back of like the kids in school where I would think they're cringy because they would like a band kid who would like act out a joke and like say a joke and then just like get up and act it out almost. I don't know a good way to explain that. But it's like it's a memory in my head that's imprinted where I was like, man, that's fucking cringy as fuck, dog. Or like a kid that was singing. The best way to explain it is like, think about like those people in your life, maybe you might be one, where they just sing in public, loud, don't give a fuck. Not on like they're trying to impress people, but they just do it. They would do it if they were alone. And some people would look at them and be like, oh, that's cringy as fuck, dog. And it's like, no, that's freedom. That is mental freedom. They're not imprisoned by these chains of other people's outlooks. They're not imprisoned by these chains of, oh man, I'd really like to just like dance right now. I'd like to fucking La La Land right now or some shit like that, but it's gonna be cringe. I can't do it. Nah, they'd fucking do it if you got some balls. You think, I mean, it's like, there's so many variables to it, but that's what it all comes down to is you might find something cringy, but that other person doesn't give a fuck that you find it cringy, and he's actually empowered by the fact that he doesn't find it, that he doesn't care that you think it's cringe. And once you realize that and truly embrace that sentiment of not giving a fuck. Now, I wouldn't do something that would like completely wreck your life, like pull your fucking cock out on like a live stream or something and be like that. I wouldn't do something like that. I mean, hey, maybe you give so little fucks that you do something like that. But it's just kind of like, I don't really even know if there'd be a ceiling to it if you took this line of thinking of just doing like outrageous shit. But I follow it. I lean more with this sentiment of one man's cringe and another man's confidence with just general things. Like, if you like to sing and play guitar, but you feel cringe because other people say it's gay, and you don't want to, like, you have a dream of like being a musician or a rock star or something, go after it and make fucking videos and post them up and get over that little nervous pussy bug. If you have this dream of making videos like this where you're just talking to the camera, go ahead and fucking do them. Put yourself out there. It's really not that bad. Most people will sit there in this paralysis of analysis their whole fucking life of like, oh, if I gotta have this perfect, or these people will say this, I gotta have this. Fuck it, dog. The only person who should dictate what you do and how you perceive what you've done is yourself. Fuck the other people. You gotta be your own audience in life. Rick Rubin, one of the biggest music producers of all time, with multi-genred people from Eminem to Adele to started Def Jam Records, all these System of a Down, all this shit. He speaks about art by saying the way to like have success in art isn't by like trying to make money off of it. It's just by being your own audience and making what you feel you need to make. So you should take that statement that he says, be your own audience, and apply it to every aspect in life. And I believe that's how you can truly be happy. Now, of course, you want to have some discipline. You don't want to go around and like you gotta monitor what goes on in your head, because sometimes your own audience in your head will tell you, no, dog, just fuck off and don't do hard shit today and just chill and don't work out, don't do this, don't quit your job, all this bullshit. Your brain will make rationalizations. So you have to have a good balance with it to where you're not doing a bunch of bullshit that is counterproductive. But whenever it comes to things that you know would have a positive impact on you, but you're too scared to do it because of someone else's views, then be your own audience. Do you like it? Do you feel that it's missing in the world? Do you feel like it's impactful to yourself, or it has enough merit for just you? Then do it, because it's a useful thing at the end of the day to be able to express yourself without thinking about other people. So, this is going to be a little bit of a shorter video, not the normal 15-minute video, but I just thought this was an interesting point. One man's cringe is another man's confidence. And another thing I want to touch on, I made this video yesterday where I was going to make a video about how the 10,000 hour rule is bullshit, but I ended up like having this thought during the video to go on this rant about all these incels who make these like videos. I'm 30 years old and I have no friends and I've never touched a fucking woman before, or I failed NoFap after 17 days. Fuck, what is my life? All these videos from these people addicted to self-help online. And someone commented and was like, oh, dude, you're gonna talk down to these people who don't have it as good as you do with looks and all this shit. I'm not trying to toot my own dick. This is literally what this fucking faggot commented. He is like, you should be blessed with looks and all these people, which I don't even think I'm like fucking that good looking. But he's sitting there trying to tell me that I'm blessed. And the reason why I've had success with social situations in my life is because have good looks, and other people, I'm shitting on them. I want to tell that motherfucker that commented that shit, you can go fuck yourself and die, bruh. Because if you interpreted that rant as I'm shitting on people that don't look as good as me, when one, I'm not a fucking angel, I don't look that pretty, I got acne on my face, I got buck fucking teeth, I have feminine features that make me look like a girl, I'm not the best looking person. I used to weigh 300 pounds and was a fat fuck. I didn't touch a woman, well, that's a lie, I had some shit early on, but I didn't lose my virginity, what I'll say, until I was 18 years old. Most of high school, I was a complete loser playing World of Warcraft for 14 hours a day. And then at 18 years old, I developed a skin condition that caused abscesses on my body. And I decided, you know what, maybe the reason all this shit has happened to me and I haven't had I've underachieved so much is my fucking self. I turned the thing inward instead of doing what these black pill pussies do, which is look outwards at all these people that have things that they don't. I turned the mirror inward, looked at my fucking self, and changed what I needed to change, and lost over 100 pounds and started going outside unplugging from the comfort of the fucking phone and the computer and developing my social skills. These incel black pill motherfuckers will never get that through their skull. That you find comfort in this black pill because it's telling you that you do not have to put in the work and unplug from your comfort. Go outside and get uncomfortable. That's why I don't like the red pill. I don't love it. I find it kind of cringe sometimes, even though it might be another man's confidence. I believe it is 10 times more helpful for young men than this black pill toxic garbage telling you, oh, this is all it is. All women care about is looks. All they care about. How is the fat fucking dude with zero money in high school fucking the skinny girl? There you go. There's your fucking sword to kill your argument right there. How are ugly dudes with girls? How do you see a 70-year-old wrinkled man with a beer belly go into a bar and has this charisma and charm and make young people laugh and feel not threatened? How? It's all what you say. It's all mental. It's all your charisma. Yeah, looks can get you your foot in your fucking door. But I don't know how many posts whenever I was deep in the red pill when I was 18 years old that I read about these like dudes where they're like, I have Chad looks, and they got like fucking Brad Pitt abs, chiseled jawlines, but they don't know how to talk to people, so they fail. They don't have a backbone and they don't speak with conviction, so they fail in social situations. They don't know how to talk to women, all these things. I'm not a pickup guy. I don't like to be in all that space because I don't believe in that hedonistic bullshit. I've been there. I've run that fucking gauntlet of Tinder and all this pickup bullshit, and it's just meaningless. At the end of the day, whenever you're just practicing in hedonism and just chasing after sex and women and all this shit, it's pointless. Find you a good girl, settle down, get married or don't, and just be with one person. I believe faithfulness and loyalty is 10 times stronger and more meaningful than just fucking a bunch of hoes around town. That shit is just lame. But I'm gonna preach this to all these fucking black pill guys. Get out of your fucking cage, because if what I'm about to say seems like I'm degrading you, if it seems like I'm shitting on people who are lower than me like that comment said, then you truly are lost, my friend. You truly need more than this video. You need therapy. You need fucking counseling. You need some fucking friends, dog. So what I suggest to you, if you're an incel black pill motherfucker, is unplug. I give you a challenge, and just like I gave a challenge in that last video with that rant, that none of these motherfuckers could do. I know they can't do it. Go away from your phone for 2 whole days. Don't look at that motherfucker. Oh, I can't do that. Someone might call me. I can't. Bullshit, bro. Bullshit. Tell everybody in your circle, I'm going to go away for a little bit. Stay off your phone and go outside. Take a day off work, or plan to do this whenever you are off from work. And instead of, I can just sit on my sofa now, go outside and start fucking talking to people. Go outside and be social. Go sign up for some social things. Go sign up for a fucking painting class. Go sign up for a kickboxing bullshit. Anything you can do and get you some actual fucking friends, dog. These motherfuckers are sitting there like, NoFap didn't solve all my life's problems. Yeah, because just like I said in my last video, NoFap is not there to solve your problems. You shouldn't even be on NoFap. You should just not be beating your fucking meat because you have better things to do. God, these fucking people, it's got me tension up because I couldn't believe that some guy commented this shit. I'm trying to remember, he literally said, all women care about is looks. You should be thankful that you're blessed with good looks, which I don't even fucking have, and say that all these fucking guys down here, I'm belittling them by telling them to go outside and saying that they can't unplug from technology for a little bit. This shit, for me, was not as simple as a dopamine detox, a NoFap. This was a lifestyle change. I had to completely change the way I eat. I had to completely change the way I fucking interact with the world. I had to put the phone down I had to put the phone and the computers down. I don't even play video games anymore and make the outside my domain. And that's what I suggest to these people who are unhappy. They feel like incels and whatnot. So, I'm going to stop fucking going because I'm going to rant for another 20 minutes if I go about this shit because I hate black pill people. It's literally the most toxic shit you can tell young men. What do they think? One more statement I want to make on it. I was a fat fuck. I was 300 pounds and I weigh 170 now. I weigh 170 and I weighed 300 pounds in, 2020. I was ugly in the mirror. I was made fun of. I remember sitting in class one day, and this is like some movie shit. This kid and this girl was sitting there pointing at me and laughing. I knew the kid, and I talked to him, and he was like, she thought you look funny. That's literally what she fucking said. I'd been made fun of in all of 8th grade for being ugly. And I know that I was not attractive looking while I was fat, but I had several times also that a girl would compliment me on something and just try to fucking spark up a conversation with me. But I didn't have no social skills at the time. I didn't have any social skills at the time, so I fucked up every single one of those chances to have a girlfriend whenever I was in high school. Now, what did these Blackpillers say to those young people that were just like me, who were fat and just need to lose the weight, and then maybe they can look good and go out and do their social skills and feel confident? What did they say to them? Give up? There's nothing better because you're going to be fat and your looks and all this shit? Shut the fuck up. Tired of that shit. Chase paper and enjoy nature, all son. Have a great day.